guys, it's MegaRobert from MegaRobertTV, and today I'm going to review issue 55 of Mega Man. So, it's been a little while since my last review, and the reason for that is because I've just been so busy lately between projects and schoolwork, as you could tell from my last upload, and I haven't really had the time to just sit down and make videos like this. But now I'm back, and I'm actually back for a very important issue, because this issue of Mega Man was actually the final issue before the big Archie Comics hiatus. And I talked a little bit about that in my last reviews, but I haven't gone too in-depth about it, so that's what I'm going to do now. So basically, Mega Man is not in production right now, and Archie Comics hasn't shown any plans on releasing any issues in the future. Mega Man's not over, but it is going on this short hiatus because Archie Comics needs to take this little break from it. And whether or not Mega Man comes back quickly kind of depends on whether or not the fans really show that they want Mega Man back and they want more issues. And that's kind of motivational as a fan base, that we have the power to bring Mega Man back from this crazy hiatus. And I think that as a fan base, if we show that we want more Mega Man, and we show that we're still very, passionate about this series, I think the hiatus will eventually come to an end and we will have more Mega Man comics, because every day I'm getting emails from the Archie Comics webpage, and they're showing all these new deals and these new graphic novels. And if we look into that, and if we keep buying the Mega Man comics and the graphic novels and the big collections of the crossovers, if we kind of show them that we want more Mega Man by buying their old comics, I think that will slowly kind of build its way up to the point where we'll get new issues. So, let's keep our fingers crossed and, hope that this hiatus comes to an end soon. So this issue is actually very different from the issues that came before it, because it's not very focused on the story, but it's actually more focused on trying to be a tribute to the Mega Man franchise and all the different series that came from it. So the issue starts out where Mega Man and Dr. Light are helping Dr. Cohen work on the new time skimmer. And as they're working on it, they have to be very careful to not damage the time particles or do anything that, could turn out to be dangerous. But unfortunately for Dr. Light, one of these time particles actually explodes in his face and actually scrambles his brain up a bit. So as that's happening, he starts to see visions of the future. And this is the part of the story where we kind of transition from a normal Mega Man comic story to kind of more of that art collage thing that I was telling you about before. So basically, after this happens in the story, every single page after that in the issue is devoted to a single Mega Man game from the franchise. So after that happens, the next page is completely devoted to Mega Man 4, and the page after that is a full page poster of Mega Man 5, and it keeps going through Mega Man 6, 7, 8, 9, it goes through all the games. And the pages are actually split up because half of them are drawn by Jamal Peppers and half of them are drawn by Ryan Jampol. And all of them just look absolutely amazing. I mean, each page just looks like a professional poster that could be used to advertise each one of these games. And I actually feel like taking my issue and going to like a local Staples or Walmart or something and actually printing out these pages full size into actual posters and hanging them on my wall. And now that I say that, I might actually go out and do that, because all of these pages just look absolutely amazing. And I could go into more detail about what each one looks like and what each one represents and stuff, but I really feel like you guys should just go out and buy these yourselves. And this issue has been out for a long time, so you can definitely go out there and find it somewhere and pick it up, and you won't be disappointed, because each one just looks absolutely amazing. And after each of the classic Mega Man games gets their own poster, we actually get some pictures from Mega Man X and Mega Man Legends and Mega Man Zero, and all of them look amazing. So if you're a fan of not only the classic Mega Man, but also Mega Man Zero and all the other spin-off series, then this issue has a little bit for everybody, and it just makes it that much more great. So after we get all these pages of artwork, we start to come to the conclusion of the issue, where Dr. Light kind of comes back to reality and he snaps out of these visions, and he sits there and he thinks to himself like, wow, I've seen the future now. I've seen all these video games. I've seen the future, and it's just filled with disaster and robots fighting each other. And he sees this and he's thinking to himself like, have I doomed us all? And then he looks over at Rock And he's like, I haven't doomed us all because Mega Man is still here. And as long as the world needs protection, Mega Man will be here to save us. And Mega Man is not going anywhere. And as he says that, he puts his arms around Rock and Roll. And as that happens, we see him surrounded by all the other secondary characters from the Mega Man comic. And that's where the issue ends. And I don't want to make it sound like Mega Man is over, because I don't think it is. I don't think it's over because, you know, there's so many stories yet to be told, and there's so much potential for this comic book series. And I mean, we've been reading this series for years, and I've been reviewing it, and it's just been a great ride. I mean, I was able to go to New York Comic Con and meet the guys who make this thing. I mean, I was able to meet Ian Flynn and Ryan Jampol, you know, so many times. And, you know, it's just been so great. And I don't think, you know, it's over. I don't think that this series is dead. I mean, there's so much left for Mega Man. And spread the news, share my video, tell friends about it, make your own videos, you know. Let's just show Archie Comics that we still believe in Mega Man, and that we still believe the Blue Bomber has the potential for so many more stories. So yeah, guys, this is Mega Robert signing off.